pumpkin pie. Why don't you eat some? Come on. Go. You're crazy. I don't know why you don't go inside. Hello, 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 Chicken Explorers. Chicken Explorers, good morning. Did you just have a birthday? Happy birthday, Chicken Explorers. Uncle Hairball, hey buddy. Good morning. Yes, hashtag chat pack Daisy May. Morning, morning, morning. Good to see you, Uncle. Mike the Bike. Hey, Mikey. Your first, Michael. Yes, awesome. And we're off to the races. That's right. Chicken Explorers. Hello, Chicken Explorers. Hi, Fabian. Fabian's here. Hi, Nana of 5. Yvonne's here, everybody. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning, everyone. Fabian says hello. Chicken Explorers here. I'm going to sing even though it was yesterday. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chicken Explorers. Happy birthday yesterday to you. I hope you had a great day. Good morning, Magnetic North Adventures. I see you just had a live. I just got on my tablet and I saw you had a live stream. I will run your replay. Hi, Lee. He says, hi, Uncle. Hi, Chicken. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Nana. And hi, Fabian. Chicken Explorer says, hello, Magnetic North. Uncle Hairball says, hi to everybody. That's a good one. Hi, Michael. Hello, hello, hello. Hello and good morning. Every Thursday. I did not know that. Probably because most times I'm not even on, like I'm not even like aware or awake. Even though I walk to the beach, I come back, I'm like, oh. And today I was watching Bushka, and I didn't realize what time it was. Baby and hello, Uncle. Very long nickname, Uncle. You just call him Uncle. I'll call him Hairball. He says, hi, Mike. Hi, Susanna. Oh, Susanna. Welcome, Susanna. What's the new card I'm going to be doing? Isn't she cutie, cute, cute? Cutie, cutie, cute. Should be cool. Hello, Susanna. How are you, young lady? Fabian's using those emojis. Thank you, Fabian. Uncle Hairball, Fabian. The numbers are from the CB radio clubs. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Wait a minute. Today's Thursday. Did I miss 21 yesterday? I think I missed 21 yesterday. Oh, thank you, Nana. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Magnetic North. Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you, my friend. Magnetic North Adventures. You're the best. Thank you, buddy. Subby, good morning, Miss Daisy. Have a great day starting work now. Thank you, Subby. Quickly, I think I caught up with your channel, but I think I still got to come back. Nice live stream last night, too. Subby, everybody, you guys know Subby and Tori, California Dreamin', right? Thank you, Subby. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. So much. Lee says, hi, Subby. Fabian, one day, live from the boat. We don't have a boat. We don't have a boat. But I'm thinking about doing one from down there, yes. Just our docks are yucky. Our docks need yucky. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Susanna. Hi, Subby. Subby says, oh, thank you, Daisy. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much. Subby says, hello, Uncle. You guys know what time it is. It's time for tea. It's tea time. Time for tea. Subby says, here's our new combined channel. Oh, thank you, Subby. There you go. What are you doing? Pick it up. It's a piece of fur ball. Thank you, Subby. Uncle Hairball says, I'll take the boat on the other side. Flip that one and a few others until I can get my 40-foot Ranger tugger. There you go. Yeah, that's a big boat. That's a really big boat. A nice cabin. And he's got that little dinghy, too. He's got a little dinghy. Magnetic North says, hi, little Daisy. Subby says, no, thank you for all your support. Oh, thank you, too, Subby. Thank you guys, too. Excuse me. We all help each other, right? We all help each other. Uncle Hairball, I could live on a 40-foot Ranger. Sure, of course you could. I could too, right? Mm-hmm. Tasty Peanut. Hey, Tasty Peanut's here. Tasty Peanuts, Tasty Peanut. Elise says hi to Tasty Peanut. Subby says I'm kind of dingy. I'm kind of dingy. Get it? Uncle Hairball says I have a little dingy too, but oh God. Nice. Nice. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Hacking over here. Kind of looks like it might rain. Think it might rain? I'm not sure. I'm roughly 220 hours to 3K on the 5th of July. Awesome. Who did I run? Last night I ran Roll Call's Cabin. And I'm going to run you again, Lee. I'm going to run Ann again. Also, a T-Bird Stacking. If you guys are friends with T-Bird Stacking, he's also working towards his watch hours. I don't know which one, though. And Magnetic North Adventures, yes. Check out Magnetic North Adventures, you guys. Go watch a playlist. Go watch some videos. Catch a live stream. If you have 1 minute to spare or 5 minutes to spare, or 1 whole hour, you know, thank you. T-Bird's great. Yes, T-Bird is great. So's Roll Call's Cabin. Great guys. Yeah. You're great too, Lee. Hi, Marcus. Hello, Marcus. Mint chocolate chip balls. Hey, Richard. Good morning, Miss Daisy. Good morning, Richard. Oh my goodness. Hi, buddy. Hi, Marcus. How are you today? Roll calls is fun. Yeah, he is. He's fun. He does a lot of work. He does a lot of work on his cabin and his land. Yep. Magnetic North says, hi, Mint. Uncle Hairball says 30 to 40% rain here today. Storms. Oh, you had to unplug your antenna? Oh, yeah, right? Mm. Sorry, Daisy. Hi. Lisa's, hi, Marcus. Uncle Hairball, hi, Mint Chocolate Chip. Richard says, only stopping by for 10. I have to go out. Hope you're doing well today, Kelly. Oh, thank you, Richard. Thank you. See what I mean? If you have a few minutes, stop by. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day, Richard. He says, good morning, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Marcus. Richard says, afternoon, Lee. Hi, Marcus. Lee said, I got 24 hours Tuesdays live, same for today, so closer to 160. The lives really do add up, guys. If you want to get to your numbers quicker, use the live streams. Do it. Yes, do it. Good, Lee. That's awesome. Min says, hi, Tasty Peanut, and I will, thanks, got an appointment to attend to. Good, Richard, good. Thank you so much for stopping by. My new card, guys. Isn't that cute? I will, thanks. Oh, gotcha. Whoops. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll show it to you when it's done. I finished the dachshund. I finished the dachshund. Thank you. What's everybody doing today? Anybody have plans today? Plans? I like the kitty ones you did. Yeah, I have more kitty ones too. I have a couple more. I'll show you. It's warm here today, clear blue skies. How nice. So we have this one. We have this one. And then we have that one. This one, Richard? Thanks, guys. So I have 4 left of the cards to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A couple radios I need to clean out and tune. Oh, that's good. No plans. Sit and enjoy the stream. Rest my foot. Good. Tomorrow's doing a history town tour, so won't be here tomorrow. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds so good, though. I look forward to it. Mint says I'm going to sit in the sun and smoke some while getting my daily vitamin D. That's a good plan, Richard. I like it. Uncle Hairball says I need to clear off my island in the kitchen. I need a workbench. Do some cleaning. All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. Is that the thing with the little beads on the apple? Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. That's it. Mm-hmm. I can tune a fish, but not a piano. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Thursday, July 10th. Thursday, July 10th. It's 72, getting warmer all the next few days. Another heat wave over there? Oh, okay. You guys, make sure you hydrate. Make sure you are drinking some type of beverage. Yeah, Mint says, yeah, it's getting hot. Getting hot. Getting hot over there. Whoops, sorry, guys. Gonna be up in the middle 80s come the weekend. Warm. Yeah, 80s are warm. We're already in the 80s. We were at 80 a little while ago. Hey, Sonal. Well, Hairball's looking to have 88 today. Not too bad, right? '88 is still warm, though. It's mega hot tomorrow. I do the tour, then the weekend rest. Okay. Yes, make sure you rest. 23 now, Mint. Hey, Sonal. Good morning, buddy. How are ya? Good morning, Sonal. Lee says, good morning, Sonal. Mint says, I think it's going to go up to 26. 26. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hey, Sonal. Uncle Hairball says, Sonal, how you doing? Sonal says, good morning, Magnetic North Lee. Currently, we have 82 right now. Excuse me, we have 82 degrees. UK is a little different heat as we surrounded by sea, so anything over 60. Oh, you burn? Yeah. Do you wear sunscreen, Lee, when you go out like that? Okay, I'm out for now. Hope everyone has a wonderful and amazing day. Thank you, Richard. You too, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, please hit the like button. Mint chocolate chip balls. We love you, buddy. Take care, okay? Today's what, Thursday? Yes. Have an awesome and blessed day, Daisy May. Thank you, Richard. You too, my friend. Uncle Hairball says, take care, mint chocolate chip. Lee says, I got it yesterday. Wait. Oh, you wear the sunscreen? Good. Otherwise, you look like a lobster. Lee says, take care, Mint. And Mint says, you too, guys. You too. You too, guys. It's kind of a slow morning today. I just realized I didn't figure out dinner yet. I gotta figure out what's for dinner. What's for dinner, guys? What's for dinner today? Oh, jeez. There's a nice breeze this morning, you guys. Very nice today. I keep hitting it, sorry. Sorry, guys. All right, all right, all right. I had pork cube steaks last night, corn on the cob, and smashed taters. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I made homemade wings last night. They were good too. Make sure you guys are hydrating with the heat and the humidity. And if you're out in the sun, you don't realize it, but you are really burning off a lot of water. So make sure you hydrate. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. Tried out a new breading, sorry. I scraped it off, you didn't care for it? Oh. Yes, I'm making sure I got 3 bottles. Good, 1 liter each. Good, good, good. Yes, drink your water. Make sure. It's just hovering. It was just like hovering there. All right, sorry about that. Yes, I'll make sure. Oh, good. Okay, stitching it up, capturing country life. Hey, girl, need your address. Oh, the seeds. I forgot all about the seeds. You have email on your channel, Stitching? I remembered and then I forgot again. Yes, I want the seeds, absolutely. I will do that. I'll do that today, young lady. Well, Hairball says I'll go back to doing my own breading. There you go. Stick with what works, right? Go Hairball says, hey, Elisa, how are ya? Stitching says, hi, Uncle. Blue Creeper, hey, Blue Creeper. She said, good morning, good morning, Blue Creeper. How are you? Magnetic North says, hi, Stitching it up. And hi, Blue Creeper. Go Hairball says, hi, Blue Creeper. Oh, can I take a screenshot of that? Hold on. Thank you, thank you. Sono says, hello, Stitching. California Dreamin', good early morning, beautiful Daisy. Hey, California Dreamin', Tori. Tori. How are you, beautiful Tori? Thank you for being here. Lisa's Blue, I connected with you. Stitching says, hey, Magnetic. Magnetic says, hi, California. Stitching Up says, hey, Sono. Blue Creeper says, hi, Magnetic, Uncle and Sono. took a screenshot. Elisa, thank you so much. She sent in a love heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. And guess what? It's July 10th. 10 days into July, guys. 10 days. Crazy. California Dream, it says, morning, Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball. Stitching it up, capturing country life. By the way, guys, she has trivia today at noon Eastern time. Okay. Someone says, good morning to California Dreamin'. She says, I'm just waking up. Oh, good morning. Blue Creeper says, I'm good. Hope everyone's having a good morning. I hope so too, Blue Creeper. How's your son doing? How's your son doing? Uncle Hairball says, my pop's going to be 83 in 9 days. Aw. Wonderful. California Dreamer says, good morning to Sono. Good morning. Good morning. I wish you good morning. Oh, happy day, right? Adrian. Adrian. Hi, Adrian. How are ya? Adrian, didn't I see you over at Stewart's this morning? I think I did. Good morning, Adrian. Uncle Hairball says, still scrumpy as ever. Your pops. Blue Creeper said he's doing great. Enjoying summer, swimming pools, and video games. Oh, I love it. I love that, Blue Creeper. That's such good news. That's so good. Adrian says, Sono's all about freedom. How's it going? Sono says, hello, Adrian. Adrian says, hello, Magnetic North Adventures. And Magnetic North Adventures says, hi, Adrian. Uncle Harold says, does his best Rocky Balboa. Adrian, right? Every time I see Adrian, that's what I think. Uncle, yes. We have to pin that. That's so cute. Tori says, I had a lady that has treated me like a daughter since I came into her chat. Ask for help. She is 5 away from 500 subscribers, so I had to help her. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, Tori. You could put her a link here if you'd like to. Look at it. That thing is still hovering. It's still there. See it? It's just hanging out. Weird. Da, 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 da. You left out a B in Balboa. Oh, that's okay. No worries. A Blue Creeper says, haha, I thought I was the only one who said Adrian in my best Rocky voice. No, I do it too. Adrian. I wish I'm going to get a little sound effect. Blue Creeper says, hi, Adrian. Sabine, hey, Sabine, how are you? She says, hello, Daisy. Hello, Sabine, welcome. There's the link, Tori. Okay, anybody want to make some new friends? There's a woman that Tori dropped a link for that you might want to make new friends with. Sabine says, hello, all you lovely people in the chat. Hello, Sabine. Thank you, Miss Daisy. Oh, you're welcome, Tori. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Optimob. Hey, Sabine. Magnetic North says, hey, Sabine. 603 Pirate, Magna Pirate Jason. Hey, Jason. Jason says, hey, friends. Hey, Jason. Good morning, buddy. How are ya? Sabine says, I'm fine. How are you? Awesome. I'm also good. I'm also good. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. I have a very special surprise for you guys tomorrow. I was going to have a surprise for you today, but it didn't work out. So we have a very special surprise, not a prize. It's a surprise tomorrow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Tori says, good morning, Sabine. Magnetic North says, hi, Jason. Someone says hello to Sabine. Jason says, hey, I'm good. Awesome. I love hearing that people are doing good. Sabine says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Sono says, hello, Jason. California Dreamin' says, good morning, Jason. Sabine says, hello, Magnetic North. Excuse me, the many adventures in the life of Nana and Pops. Hey, you guys. They say, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday morning. Thank you, Nana and Pops. You guys, too. You guys, too. Buddy, check out Nana and Pops, guys. Uncle Hairball says, I'll be back in a few. One of my cameras out back is going off. Okay. Careful out there. Tori, California Dreamin' says, I see Subby has been here. Yes. He was on his way to work. Or at work. He stopped in to say hello. Yep. Sono says, good morning, Nana and Pops. Sabina says, hello, Sono. Tori says, good morning, Nana and Pops as well. California Dreamin', thank you for coming to our live last night. Oh, I didn't stay long. I was on my way to bed. And when I saw you guys, I wanted to at least come in for a quick minute, and then I watched a bunch of your shorts. So thank you. Next time I want to stay longer. Thank you, Tori. Nana and Pops says thank you. No, thank you, Nana and Pops. The many adventures in the life of Nana and Pops. Magnetic North says hi, Nana and Pops. Sabine says hello again to everyone. I'm typing on my cell phone, so it takes a bit longer for me to write. Oh, I hear ya. I hear you, Sabine. Same here, girl. Same here. California Dreamin's using those emojis. And so's Lee. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please do understand if I cannot answer too fast. The letters are small. I guess I'm getting old. It's okay, Sabine. No worries at all. No worries at all. Oh, thank you, Sono. They're so beautiful, aren't they? Thank you. I'm usually still in bed at this time. Why are you up? Go lay back in bed. Go back to sleep. Yeah, you're 3 hours difference. It's not even 6 a.m., right? I hear ya. Aw, thank you. Thank you, California Dreamin', for being here. That's so sweet. Lee says, I have news. Oh, give us some news, Lee. What's the news? Good morning, Mary. Beautiful Mary's here. Hi, Mary. She says, good morning, Daisy. How are you doing on this beautiful Thursday? I'm doing good, Mary. I'm doing really good. How about you? How about you? Did you have a good night's sleep? Tori says, I couldn't sleep, so I'm drinking coffee. Oh, okay. Lee says, next week I start metal detecting again. Oh, awesome, Lee. Yay. That's fantastic news. We're going to pin that up. Thank you. That's good news. California Dreamer says, good morning to Mary. Sabine says, oh, I finally managed to hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Normally I do that right when I come in. That's okay. Thank you so much. Sabine says, now you didn't miss me, my love, Tori. Oh, you guys are so cute. Someone says, nicely. Legendary Princess. Hey, Princess. Hello, Legendary Princess. She says, good morning, have an amazing day. Good morning, thank you, Legendary Princess. Mary says, good morning, beautiful chat. California Dreamin', Subby, my love. You guys are so cute. Sabine says, hello, Mary. Magnetic North says, I have new metal detector from Tuesday. Find trash and treasure. As can't magnet fish till better. Oh, okay. Awesome, Lee. That's great. Mary says, good morning to Tori. How are you doing? Lord Jim Dandy's here. Hey, Jim Dandy. He says, good day, Daisy and Chad. Hello, Lord Jim Dandy. Sabine says, hello to Tori. Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Good morning, my love. Hey, Shannon. Welcome. Mary says, I'm doing good. Thanks, Daisy. Magnetic North says, hi, Princess. California Dreamin' says, Mary, I'm doing well. How are you? Mary says, good morning to Sabine. Stitching Up, sending us with love. Thank you. Stitching It Up, you guys, Stitching It Up is having trivia today at noon Eastern Time. Adjust your time accordingly. Magnetic North says, hi, Mary. Sabine says, hello, Legendary Princess. Shannon says, good morning. Good morning, Shannon. Mary says, I'm doing good, thanks. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Mary. Magnetic North says hi to Jim. California Dreamin' says good morning to Sabine. Lee says hi, Shannon. Sonal says good morning, Shannon. Shannon says, I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oh, nice. This is Florida. We are in Florida. Welcome from Louisiana. Mary says good morning to Magnetic North Adventures. California Dreamin' says good morning, beautiful princess. Sabine says hello to all, everyone who just got into the stream. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Lee says, I'm in England. Yes, Lee's in England, guys. California Dreamin' says good morning to Shannon and welcome. Shannon says, sweet, yeah. You're our neighbor. Right, Shannon? You're our neighbor. Sabine says, actually, happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sabine says, hello, Shannon. I like that boat over there. Me too, right? Hello, Brylon Farm. Brylon Farm. Hello, all. Hello, Stacy. That's a very big boat, guys. You may not realize how very big that boat is. It is a very big boat. All right. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. You're okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Brylon Farm is here. Magnetic North says, hi, Stacy. California Dreamin' says, good morning to Brylon Farm, Stacy. Sabine says, a little one would already be good for me. Me too. I'll take the little one. That's a $500,000 boat right there. The little one's a $500,000. That's a Grady White. That's an expensive boat. Mm-hmm. Lisa smiles a lot. Hey, Lisa. Lisa. It's okay. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. No, 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 no. Stop it. No. No. It's okay. Hi, Lisa smiles a lot, young lady. How are you, Lisa? Brylon Farm says, hey, Lee, California, and all. Brylon says, welcome, Shannon. Brylon Farm, Shannon's from Louisiana. Mary says, how's the weather in California, Tori? Magnetic North says, hi, Lisa. Subby says, good morning, Brylon Farm. Sabine says, oh, I would prefer the little one. There you go. Mary says, good morning to Subby, California Dream. And Mary, it's beautiful, but we're expecting to get hot this weekend. Subby says, it's already starting to heat up here. Waza Madu. Tea time, yes, Waza. Waza, welcome, buddy. Thank you for being here. How are you, Waza Madu? Subby says, hello, Mary. Sabine says, holy moly. Magnetic North says, hi, Waza. Brylon Farms is running late. Caught another feral kitten last night. Oh, you did? Oh, wow, Stacy. California Dreamer says, stay cool, Subby. Brylon Farms says, hey, Subby. Waza Madu says, morning, Magnetic Lee. Mary says, Tori, starting tomorrow, will be in the 90s through the weekend of rain. Ugh, 90s and rain? Double barrel, yuck. California Dreamer says, good morning to Lisa. Subby says, I'm already turning on the swamp cooler. Brylon Farm said, what? Hello, neighbor. What part, if you don't mind me asking? She says, BR here. Shannon said she's from Louisiana. Yep. California Dreamer says, oh my goodness, stay cool. We still haven't had any rain. Drought. You have a drought going on? Mary says, good morning, Lisa. Stitching it up says, hey, Brylon Farm. Subby says, good morning to Lisa. Brylon Farm says, up to you, Shannon. Should have known by the name Bertrand. West Country Mudlarks, no way. Hey, Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Hi, all. Hey, West Country. How you doing, my friends? Brylon Farm says, hey, stitching it up. Mary's using emoji. Thank you, Mary. Baton Rouge. Gotcha. Baton Rouge. Hey, Troll Slayer. Troll Slayer, how are you, my friend? Good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Troll Slayer. Troll Slayer said, hi, Share Bear. Hey, Purple Share Bear. Welcome, California Dream. Menta's morning, West Country. Good to see you, Share Bear. Tori says, good morning, West Country. Lisa says, good morning, California Dreamin'. And Mary. Share Bear says, hi. Hi, Share Bear. Hello, beautiful Share Bear. West Country says, we are good, but better for hearing you, Daisy. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys. Thank you, West Country Mudlarks. California Dreamin' says, good morning, Share Bear. The many adventures in the life of Nana and Pops. I've got to head out to get my day started. Have a wonderful Thursday, everyone. Thank you so much. Everybody check out my friends, The Many Adventures in the Life of Nana and Pops. Wonderful channel. Wonderful people, everybody. Thank you, Nana and Pops. I hope you guys have a great day, too. Magnetic North Adventures says, hi, Share Bear, purple and orange. West Country Mudlark says, hi, California. Lisa Smiles a lot says, good morning, everyone. Magnetic North says, hi, West Country. Sabine says, I have to go again. I just made a little coffee break. Take care, everybody. Have a great time together, and we will see you soon. Love and blessings to all. Thank you, Sabine. Have a wonderful day, too. Everybody check out Sabine, too. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Troll Slayer. West Country Mudlark says, oh, hi, Share Bear. Orange Share Bear is here. She says, good morning, everybody. How do you do that? I don't know how you do that, you guys. Troll Slayer says, hello to Magnetic North. Lisa smiles lots using all the emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Troll Slayer says, hello, Share Bear. Sabine says, hey, Share Bear. Magnetic North says, take care, Sabine. Orange Share Bear says, hi, Lisa smiles a lot. Good morning. Sabine says, okay, but now I am gone. Bye, all. Proud Nana. Hey, Proud Nana, how are you? Proud Nana says, good morning, lovely people. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? Proud Nana's here. Everybody say hello. Mary says, good morning to Share Bear. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Proud Nana. Luminary Shine Fishing. Hey, girl. You guys know Luminary Shine Fishing. She is like the best. She's like the best friend ever. She's so sweet. And I love how she fishes. She's so authentic. I love you, girlfriend. She says, hi, Daisy. Oh, I miss Daisy. Luminaries, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for stopping in. West Country says, hi, Lee. Magnetic North. California Dreamin' says, good morning, Luminaries. West Country Mother says, hi, Proud Nana. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Lumi. Troll Slayer says, hi, Lisa. Luminary Shine Fishing says, hi, Magnetic. Lisa smiles a lot. Have a great day, Sabine, excuse me. Lisa smiles a lot, says, have a great day, Sabine. Luminary Shine Fishing, oh, thanks, dear. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Everybody check out Luminary Shine Fishing. You won't be sorry. She'll make you smile. She's so fun. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Luminary Shine Fishing. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hi, Troll Slayer. Luminary Shine Fishing says, hi, you California Dreamin'. Kelly heard that. Kelly's here, everybody. Kelly heard that. She says, good morning, everyone. Hello, Kelly. How are you today? West Country says, hey, Lisa smiles a lot. Mary says, have a good day, Subby. Subby says, good morning, Shine and West Country. Wazamata says, did y'all hear about the guy who got his left side dropped off? He's all right now. Wazamadu, that's a good one. Brian Farm says, excuse me, any plans today? I had some plans, they fell through. So, excuse me, I have something planned for tomorrow's tea time. Just a little something tomorrow. Around the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow, we're gonna do something a little fun. But today, we're having trivia, 2 p.m. trivia. And we're also having crossword puzzles tonight. How about you, Stacy? Any plans? Luminary says, hi, West Country. Hey, Lisa Smiles Lot. Hey, Subby. Hi, Wazamadu. Hi, Kelly Hurd. Mary says, good morning, Shine and Fishing. Shine Fishing. West Country says, sub to Luminaries Fishing. Looks a fun channel. Yes, you're going to love her, West Country. Wazamadu says, hey, Luminaries. Luminary says, hi, Mary. Brian says, oh, fun. It's going to be just a little something fun we're going to do. Kelly Hurd that says, I'm good. I hope you are as well. I hope you are all well. Thank you, Kelly. Bryland Farm says, nothing here. Nope. Summertime in the South, right, Bryland Farm? Probably getting bitten and scratched, right? Bitten and scratched, right on. West Country says, hey there, Kelly heard that. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Kelly Hurd. Mary says, good morning, country. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Bryland Farm. Luminary Shine Fishing says, gotta get back. Got you back, West Country. Aw, thank you, guys. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Mary. Subby says, time to get to work now. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Subby. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on your way in, your way out. Thank you, Subby. Have a great day at work. Be safe. Mudlark says, oh, thank you, Luminary Shine Fishing. Mary says, Tori, how are the dogs doing? Are they friends now? That's a good question. Luminary says, what a beautiful view. Thank you. It's a nice view. We're very close to the ocean. We go out that way. Thank you, Luminaries. Thank you, Lumi. Waza says, my grandfather lost his tongue in Vietnam. Don't ask me how. He never talks about it. Oh, my God. That's bad. That's a bad one. That's funny, though. You guys, if you don't know Wazamadu, go check out Wazamadu. We'll talk about fun channels. Also a fun channel, yep. Luminaries. Kelly said, hi, West Country. Hi, Magnetic North. It's a beautiful morning, bootlegger. Hey, buddy. Nobody really who's really somebody. Nobody really is using the emojis. Thank you, nobody really. How are you? We say hi to nobody really who's really somebody. Bootleggers. Hello, just wanted to stop by and show some love. Take care, Mercedes. Thank you, bootleggers. I'm going to make you blue even if you don't want to make friends. Bootleggers, thank you so much. Oh, so good to see you. Nobody really is using emojis. Oh, I love that. Someone says, no, Wazzy, you can't take my clown title. Nope. Nobody really is using emojis. Thank you. West Country says, got you, Wazamadu. Basenji Adventures. Hey, Basenji Adventures. How are ya? How are you guys? Nice to see you, Basenji Adventures. West Country says, hello, Sona's all about freedom. Sona's all about freedom says, hello, West Country. Magnetic North says, hi, bootleggers. West Country says hi, Basenji Adventures. Luminary says hi, nobody is somebody. Nobody is somebody. Wazumata says thanks, West Country. I got you earlier. Sonal says hello, nobody. Not really, but he is somebody. That's right, Sonal. Magnetic North says hi, nobody who's somebody. Magnetic North says hi, Basenji. Luminary Shine Fishing says hi, Sonal. Waza says YOLO, Sonal, excuse me. Yola. Basenji says all good here. Did a short with Lulu this morning. Oh, how nice. Everybody check out my friend Basenji Adventures. Basenji Adventures is a wonderful couple who doesn't live far from here at all. And they have two beautiful Basenji dogs. Check out Basenji Adventures, you guys. Sonal says hello, Waza. West Country says I'm nobody. That's somebody, Lee. Luminary says hi, Basenji. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. It is Thursday. It's 10 days into July, you guys. 10 days. July 10th, July 1995. July 10th, 2025. Do you realize that 1995 was 30 years ago? Isn't that crazy? Share Bear says, hello, Basenji Adventures and Luminary Shine Fishing. Good morning. Uncle Hairball says, zone to base. All clear out here. Copy zoned. Return to base. Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Mary's using emojis. Thank you, Mary. Someone says, hello to Basenji Adventures. Wazamata says, got you, Basenji. Awesome. Make new friends, guys. West Country Mudlark says, I've come in, out the sun. I was cutting the grass, but wow, it's so hot. I heard it's hot over there, you guys. Make sure you're hydrating. Hydrate. Magnetic North Adventures says, LOL West Country. Luminary Shine Fishing says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Someone says, Uncle Hairball, we need to behave when the sheriff isn't here. She's here. The sheriff, Orange Share Bear, is here. She says, good morning, Wazamadu and Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, hello, Share Bear. Wazamadu says, hey, Share Bear. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Luminaries. Maddie's here? No way. Hey, Maddie, how are ya? Maddie's Nifty Creations. Maddie's Nifty Creations. You guys all know Maddie. How are you, young lady? Last night we had Johnny. Johnny was in our last night. And now Maddie. Good to see you guys. She says, good morning, coming in to say hello and off back to get some rest. Thank you, young lady. And hello to you as well. Please hit that like button, everybody. Lisa says, wow, 30 years since I went to secondary school. Yes, 1995 was 30 years ago. Crazy, isn't it? 30 years ago. Wow. Maddie says hi to Lee. Magnetic says hi, Maddie. West Country says 35 degrees. That's pretty warm, right? Sonal says hello, Lumi. Maddie's Nifty Creation says hi, Waza. Hi, Sonal. Nobody really says, well, what West Country? Luminary Shine Fishing says hi, Maddie's Nifty Creations. Maddie says hi, West Country. Maddie says I'm exhausted. And hi, nobody really. Aw, get some rest, Maddie. Magnetic North says I'm off and I'm off and as food's ready. Go eat. Yes, go enjoy. Thank you so much, Lee, for being here. Thank you so much. You guys hit that like button. Thank you. Enjoy your food, Lee. Awesome. Nobody really says hello, Maddie. West Country says, hey there, Maddie's Nifty Creations. Uncle Hairball says, hi, everybody. I missed it. Just came in. Maddie says, hi, Luminaries. Waza says, hey there, Maddie. Been a bit. Sonal says, hello, Lumi and Maddie. Nobody really is getting love hearts for 2 months. Thank you, buddy. Nobody really. Aw, thank you so much. He's our member for 2 months, guys. Maddie says, oh, I have a huge migraine. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Maddie. Drink some water. Everybody drink lots of water. Basenji Adventures says, thank Wazamadu. Uncle Hairball says, hey, nobody really. Mary says, Daisy, how's the weather? Hot and humid every day. Hot and humid. Same story until about October. Mary's Gigs. Hey, Mary's Gigs. We have Mary and Mary's Gigs, everybody. Mary says, hey, hey, Sonal. Hi, Mary. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hey, Sonal and Share Bear. Wazamanu says, howdy, Uncle Hairball. Maddie says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Nobody really says, hello, Hairball. West Country says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Magnetic North Adventures, yes, he's been a member for a month. Thank you, Lee, so much. Nobody really. Magnetic North, thank you, guys. Maddie says, hi, Mary. Uncle Hairball says, Basenji Adventures, hi, how you doing? Mary Skig says, hey, Waza, how are ya? Waza says, I'm 1994. That's when you were born? So you're 31? Mary says, good morning, Mary. Maddie says, hi, Lisa. Sherbert says, Maddie, good morning. Mary's been a Love Hearts member for 4 months. Thank you, Mary. We love her. We love all you guys. I love all you guys. Thank you, Mary, so much. Nobody Really says, I need 1,000 subs. Oh, nobody's really looking for subs, guys. Check out Nobody Really. Make new friends. Well, we will definitely help you get there. Nobody Really, you know it. I'll help you. Someone says, hello, Mary's Gigs. Maddie's Nifty Creation says, hi, Share Bear. Nobody Really says, congratulations, Mary. West Country, I've been a member for 2 months. Thank you, West Country. We love you. Thank you so much. Nobody Really says, I'm going to work now. Maddie's Nifty Creations, I definitely will be. Wazamana says, hey there, Mary. Nobody Really is using emojis. Thank you. Magnetic North says, hope feel better soon, Maddie. I hope so, too. Maddie says, everyone have a great day. Thank you, Maddie. You, too. She says, thank you, everyone. Basenji Adventures is all right. Time to walk some dogs. Hope everyone has an awesome day. If you check out our channel, please leave a comment to let us know you were there. Yep. Check out Basenji Adventures, you guys. And thank you for being here, Kenny. I hope you guys have a great day. Basenji Adventures, everybody. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Mary and Mary's Gigs. Mary. Luminary Shine Fishing says, Basenji sure did. Have a great day. West Country says, hey, Mary's Gigs. Sonal says, take care, Basenji. Mary says, good morning, Uncle Hairball. Sherbert says, good morning, Nobody Really. Wazza says, hey, Mary. Luminary Shine Fishing is using the Daisy YouTube emoji. Thank you, Lumi. I love that one. Mary says, hey, West Country. Wazza says, no, oh, you graduated in 1994. Oh, okay. Wow, 31 years, yeah. It goes quick, doesn't it? It goes so quick. Mary Skig says, hey, Uncle Hairball. Sonal says, my Shearbird detector's fixed. Next time my predictions will come out clear. You fixed it up, Sonal? Awesome. Waza says, I wish I was 31. I'm double that. Brylan Farm says, congratulations to Mary. Mary Skig says, hey, Magnetic. Brylan Farm says, hello, Sonal and Share Bear. Wait a minute, did I miss something? Let me back up just a minute, guys. Okay, I don't think I did. Brylan Farm says, congrats, Mary. Mary Skig says, hey, Magnetic North. Brylan Farm says, hello, Sonal and Share Bear. Mary Skig says, thanks, Brylan Farms. Sonal says, hello, Stacy. Luminary Shine Fishing says, hi, Mary's Gigs. Share Bear says, Mary's Gigs, good morning. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Share Bear says, nobody really. Have a blessed day. Sonal's using emojis. Mary says, hey, Share Bear, Mary's Gigs. Sonal's using emojis and emojis. Thank you, Sonal. It's 1971 model classic. Yes. Anything over 30 years, right? Sonal's using emojis and emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Mary said, a floating heart. I saw that go by, Mary. Thank you so much. Someone has to show me how I can buy them on an iPhone. I don't understand how to buy them, and I want to buy them. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. The oldest here, I think, says West Country. I'm in my 60s. Lumi says, you do have the cutest member emojis. Oh, thank you, Lumi. I work really hard on those. Thank you, Lumi. That's so nice of you. Sonal says, Mary, what's up? Sonal says, emojis. Share says, Sonal, about freedom. Love hearts to you. Sonal's using emojis. Mary says, Sonal, we had fun in your live last night. I heard about that. I heard about it. Awesome. That's so awesome. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, buddy. M's here. Sonal, the kind-hearted one. Yes, M, he is. He's super kind. Sonal's all about freedom, says Mary Six. Yes, you guys went crazy with the jewels. I love that. I gotta find out how to buy them. West Country says, I'm 70. Oh, it's not much at all, right? Sonal says, hello, M is for magnificent. Uncle Hairball says, went to an antiques auction the other day. 3 people bid on me. I love it. M says, Sonal's about freedom. Here's some love for you. West Country says, LOL, Uncle. I'm caught up in the chat. Whoa. I'm caught up in the chat. All right, it is Thursday, July 10th, guys. July 10th. It's 9:04 in the United States on the east coast of Florida. Luminary Shine Visions. I need to check out a Sonal live. Do you have a scheduled day, Sonal? Sonal says, Uncle Hairball, just tell him you're not for sale. Yes, put a no, not for sale sign on you. Sherbert says, good morning, M. Uncle Hairball says, Sonal's all about freedom. That's right. I'm not for sale. I'm priceless. They can't afford you. Da 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 da. Sonal says, even though you don't have any content, I subscribed. Thank you, Sonal. Waza Sonal every day. Shibber says, that's what you think Kelly caught up in the chat. Right? West Country Mudlarks. Oh, thank you, my friend. West Country Mudlarks, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, West Country. You're too generous to us. Thank you so much. Luminaries gives West Country a WW. That's right, big one. Big hugs. Thank you so much, you guys. Uncle Hairball says, LOL, Share Bear. Someone says, no, you guys are awesome. You guys are all awesome. Cute. Shipper says, just a reminder, T-Bird and Rokehouse Cabin about 300 hours to get their watch. Here's T-Bird's link. Oh, yep. Thank you, Share Bear. I already told him this morning too. Yep. Anybody can help out, please help out. Rokehouse Cabin and T-Bird Stacking. Also Magnetic North Adventures. And Ann's Place too. Ann's Place, Magnetic North Adventures, T-Bird Stacking, and Rokehouse Cabin. All working on WH. If you could play a playlist, play a video, play a live stream, help them out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Share Bear. Uncle Hairball says West Country Mudlarks. Nice. West Country Mudlarks is so good to us. So kind. That's cute, isn't it? Thanks, guys. Yes, West Country. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You think the dog's cute? I know it, right? Sonal's gonna love Hearts of West Country. Here's Rokehouse link. There you go, guys. Rokehouse Cabin, T-Bird Stacking. Don't forget Magnetic North Adventures and Ann's Place also. Mary says, Daisy, you making beautiful cards. I do sell them. I sell them on my Etsy store, but I also sell them like to people here. And I'm trying to sell them through my YouTube channel directly, but I have to put them up on my Etsy. Even though they're done, I have not put them up yet. Thank you, guys. Shibber sending love. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. West Country says, right, I'm going to finish the grass. Take care, you all. If you sub, leave a comment. Leave a high and a short. I'll get you back. Have a great day. Thank you, West Country Mudlarks. Thank you guys so much. Be careful out there cutting the grass. It's hot. Make sure you hydrate. And thank you so much for your generosity. Everybody check out my friends West Country Mudlarks, you guys. Great couple. Great channel. Lovely content. Lovely, lovely, lovely content. Lovely channel. West Country Mudlarks. West Country says, oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you, Share Bear. You are so sweet. Should we put up another Share Bear poll? Sonal's just emoji. Thank you. Ashu. Hi from India. Hello, Ashu. Is that right? Ashu. Welcome, welcome. India's a long ways away. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Sheer versus West Country Mudlarks. Have a blessed day, yes. And be careful. They say it's hot over there. Mary Skiggs using emojis. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, you guys. So in case you did not hear, I have something special planned for tomorrow. So the shiver is A, awesome, B, awesome, C, awesome, D, awesome. I love that. I love that. I love it. Mary sent a thumbs up. Thank you, Mary. Aw, thanks, Mary, so much. Someone says, LOL. Gitten's here. Hi, beautiful Gitten. Hi, beautiful girl, and hi to the other chat. Hi to the chat, excuse me. Hello, beautiful Gitten. How are ya? I think I saw you at Bushka's. Were you at Bushka's? I think you were. I stopped in to see Bushka for a little while today. So nice to see him and everybody there. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Gitten, for stopping in. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. How are you, Gitten? So says Mary sent me happy poop. And then after that sent me a brush to clean it up. So, I have to pin it. I have to. I just have to. That's too funny not to pin that up, right? So, Shiver says Sonal's all about freedom. Well, here's some love for you, buddy. Shiver says Sonal all about freedom. LMAO. Shiver says Gitten, good morning. Sharks don't have any bones? Question mark. Gitten says yes. I was at Bushka tired after work. Oh, it was nice to see you. Well, it's nice to see you here too. Thank you so much for being here. Sonal says hello, Gitten. Shiver, are you referring to my trivia? I'm learning a lot in that trivia. So adorable. Again, says hello, Sonal. Hello, Share Bear. Mary's Gigs. Mary's using emojis. Thank you, Mary's Gigs. Share Bear says, okay, all caught up with your post page on both channels. Thank you, Share Bear. The cutest emojis anywhere. Oh, thank you, Mary. You're so kind. Thank you, Mary. I work hard on that stuff, guys. I really do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because hard work, you know, it's nice when somebody notices. Thank you so much. Oh, I know, Gitten. Isn't it beautiful? I'll show her to you when it's all done. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, I am Kelly. I had no idea. Wait, sharks have no bones, says says Sonal. Sonal? Sonal, are you playing my trivia? Don't forget to go to the post tab and play the games, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Sheriff, so do I have an idea? I have no idea. You already did, Sonal. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sonal. Yes, make sure you go to the post tab and play the games. Thank you, Sheriff, for reminding me. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Thank you. Sheriff says Sonal's all about freedom. Thank God for my 2 channels, so I got that right on my one LOL. Working next week too. Then 5 weeks vacation. Oh yay! What are you doing for your 5 weeks vacation? And like, do you have any plans? 5 weeks. Oh, that's amazing. Five weeks. That is really great. Shiver says getting, yeah, woohoo, that's awesome. That's right. That is awesome. Soul says, how did they swim? How do they swim? Speaking of polls, I'm going to put up a poll. It says forest hiking, harvest mushrooms and berries. Oh, how nice. Ashu, what's your name? You can call me Daisy. You can call me Daisy. I think I'm all caught up on the polls. Thank you, Mary. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm starting a new canvas too. Actually, I need to ask people who this canvas is because I don't know who she is. Zad, just go call her late for dinner. That's right. Hey, Zad. Hi, Bill your Bago. Bill your Bago. Hey, that's Miss Daisy. How you doing, Bill your Bago? Thank you so much for being here. Zad, you too. How you doing? Thank you, guys. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Getting says, hi, Mary's Gigs. Mary says, getting what are those yellow things on your short? Oh, I'm going to put up a poll. Here's the poll. Ready? Hold on, guys, 1 second. I'm putting up a poll. All right, there we go. Hammy and Son, welcome. Hammy and Son, just don't call me late for dinner. That's right. Bill your Bago, how you doing, buddy? Bill your Bago, Zed, how are you guys? Getting says, hi, Mary's Gigs. And then she asked, getting about the yellow things. Hammy and Son, hey, Hammy and Son. Good morning, Hammy and Son. Welcome. Getting says, Mary, it is edible mushrooms. chanterelles, chanterelles, mushrooms. Shipper says, my YouTube looks different today on Google. I wonder why. Ashu, it's such a good name. Well, thank you. Shipper says, hi, Billiard Bago and Hammy and Son. Sono says, hello, Hammy. Sono says, I'm all caught up. Hammy says, good morning, Share Bear. Billiard Bago says, good morning, Share Bear. Hi, Sono. Sono says, hello, Billiard Bago. Hammy says, hi, Sono. And Share Bear says, the poll is too hard. What's Troll House cookies? Chocolate chip cookies. They're chocolate chip cookies. If cookies are an option, cookies are always the answer. Naveen says, Sonal, are you Indian? Naveen says, I'm up for baking Troll House cookies. Lisa says, hey, Sonal. Lisa smiles a lot. Yummy. Norma Raymond. Hey, Norma. Hi, Norma Raymond. How are you, Norma? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Uncle Harold says, Troll House. They're made by orcs instead of elves. Someone says, hello, Lisa, who makes us smile. Who always makes us smile. Naveen says, Daisy, we met yesterday. Yes, Naveen, I remember you. I remember you. It's all right, baby. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay. Someone says, Naveen, no, I'm from the USA. Shipper says, hi, Norma. Lisa says, someone say cookies. But your name is Indian. Uncle Harpo says, Wolf. Yeah, that's Daisy. Sup to Norma. Awesome. I picked up cookies, says Lisa. I picked cookies. Cookies. Could be a walk on the beach. We might go to the park. It's a surprise. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out. I picked cookies. We have 17 votes. I wonder what they are. Mary's Gig says beach, beach, beach. You're like me, right? Beach, beach, beach. Right on. It's 9:21, guys. 9:21. Everybody, Ann's got trivia going on. Ann has trivia. Do you guys want to play trivia? Ann's place has trivia going on right now. Uncle Harold says life's the beach. Get out there and swim. Get out there and swim. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, you guys. It's Thursday, July 10th. Can you believe 1/3 of July? 1/3 of July. It just goes so quickly. I can't. It's just going so fast. I'm getting older every day. Ann's got trivia going on, guys. If you guys like trivia, head over to Ann's place and play. Hey, Peter Pan. Hello together. I heard cookies. Hope you're all hope you're all day doing great so far. Thank you, Peter Pan. How are you? There we go. Mary says up to Naveen. Oh, good. Sonal says hello, Peter Pan. Hey, Peter Pan. Yep, I have a little fun thing tomorrow going on for us. Let's see if you guys can figure out what it is. Peter Pan says hello, Uncle Hairball. Hello, Sonal. Sonal says sub to Naveen. Uncle Hairball says Sonal's all about freedom, as it should be. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Kitten says hi, Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Naveen, I don't know your channel, guys. Peter Pan says hello, kitten. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to add you in, Naveen. Do not abuse the power. As fastly as you get it, it can be taken away. Shipper says, I want to hear some crazy. Oh. I had a shelter in place at my house yesterday. What? How come? Oh my goodness. Shipper says, neighbor was cleaning out garage and found a grenade. Oh my goodness, Shipper, really? That's crazy. That's crazy. Coffee cake emoji's here. Hey, coffee cake emoji, how are you, beautiful? She says hello. Someone says hello, coffee cake. Coffee cake emoji. Thank you for being here. Shibber says so, or so. Sorry, wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. Someone says Shibber, wow. Coffee cake emoji says Someone Shibber, hi. Shibber says apparently the wife was going through stuff and his dad's army stuff was there. They did find out it wasn't live, but we had to wait for Cook County Bomb Squad to confirm it. Oh my God. That's crazy. How long were you shelter in place for? Kitten says hello, coffee cake emoji. Naveen says Sonal, comment on my channel. Abigail says hi. Hi, Abigail. How are you, Abigail? Beautiful Abigail, welcome. Billy Bago says, I thought everyone had grenades in their garage. I never did. I never did. Abigail says hi, coffee cake. Coffee cake says hi, getting hi, Naveen. Shearbear says good morning, coffee. Sonal says Shearbear, oh, okay, I thought they were being framed. Abigail says, love you, coffee cake. Sonal says, Naveen, I did. Abigail says, hi, Shearbear. Naveen says, hey, coffee cake. Abigail says, I'm doing amazing. Wonderful. Mary says, good morning, coffee cake. Shearbear says, Sonal, nah. Coffee cake emoji says, how scary, Shearbear. I'm glad it all worked out. Shearbear says, good morning to Abigail. Kelly says, I had some smoke grenades that were my husband's. I hope there aren't any others. Oh, geez, Kelly. Abigail says, I love you, Mary. Coffee cake emoji says, hi, Billiard Bago. Kitten says, hi to Abigail. Shiver says, me too. Then to find out it was the neighbor right behind me. Oh, jeez. Couple of hours? Wow. Coffee cake emoji says, hi, Mary. Sonal says, hello, Abigail. Abigail says, hi, Mary. Mary says, Shearbear. is at Cook County, Illinois. Shibber says, yes, Mary, it is. Yep. Mary says, good morning to Abigail. Coffee cake emoji says, hello, Abby to the gal. I love you too. Abigail says, you look stunning today, coffee cake. Bill Your Bago says, good morning, coffee cake emoji. Lisa smiles a lot, says, I'm back. I had to give Ann some love, some cookies. Me too. I stopped on too, real quick. Abigail says, you look beautiful, Mary. Mary says, I live in Cook County, Share Bear. What? What? Coffee cake says, hello, Kelly. Hello. Oh, you talking about Kelly Hurd? Sorry. Kelly says, I'm sure my house is red underneath now. Abigail says, hi, Lisa. Coffee cake emoji says, hi, Lisa. Kitten says, Bill Your Bago, hello. Mary, I live in Will County, used to live in Cook County, says Share Bear. Someone says, if coffee cake do a name change, I would suggest the awesome coffee cake. Bill Your Bago says, hi, Gitten. Mary says, or Share Bear says, Mary, you south side or north side? Small, small world, that's right. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Kelly, heard that, thanks. Sono says, LOL. Gitten says, LOL, Sono. Rubberneck, hey, girl. Rubberneck's here, everybody. She says, good morning, Daisy May and Share Bear. Everyone in chat this morning. Good morning, Rubberneck. How you doing on this Thursday? Share Bear says, Daisy May, do you have the ingredients for your cookies? Lisa says, hi, Abigail. Hi, Rubberneck. Good morning. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Rubberneck. I do. I think I do, Share Bear. I think I do. I think I do. I think I do. Lisa says, the main ingredient is love. That's right, Lisa. And chocolate chips. Uncle Hairball says, Abigail Carpenter, coffee cake, good morning. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Rubberneck. Share Bear says, good morning, Rubberneck. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hi, Abigail. Hi, Bish. Caught up. I'm a happy person today. It's like Friday for me at work. Last day of work for me. Yay, Rubberneck. Yay. Oh, I love when people are happy. That's right, Lisa smiles. That's right. We are having a wonderful morning. We went to the beach this morning. And members, if you guys are members, you will see today's sunrise, what there was of it, on the channel. Rubberneck says, hey, I'm free for a few days. Nice. Yeah, Shiver says, nice. That's really great. Uncle says, hello, Lisa. Smiles a lot. Tiny K, hey, Tiny, how are ya? Everybody say hi to Tiny K. Someone says, hello, Tiny. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm hungry, too late for breakfast, too early for lunch. I know I'm hungry too. Oh, and you guys were having trivia today. 2 o'clock. Be there or be square. Soul says, love the short where little Daisy barked and wagged her tail at the same time. I know it, right? She's so cute, you guys. Every day she's just so cute. Thank you, Sonal. Share Bear, if I don't make it over to Diamond's Lils today, will you please put in a prayer request there for me? Oh, goodness. Peter Pan says, so you need a brunch, Uncle. Brunch, there you go. Share Bear says, good morning, Peter Pan and Tiny. Tiny says, hi to all. Robert says, I need prayers for my cousin's hubby, Tim, just diagnosed with lung cancer. Oh, no. Prayers to Tim, absolutely, positively. Healing prayers, prayers for Tim and his family. We need to pin that. That's important. Peter Pan says, hello, Share Bear. Tiny says, afternoon, Bear. Afternoon, that's right. Afternoon, Tiny. Robert, next I'm praying for him, but would like others to pray to help. Yes. Would love others to help. Yes, please pray, guys. I believe in the power of prayer. Yep. Might do a SEC burrito. What does that mean? What's an SEC burrito? I'm getting hungry though, I'll tell you that. Sausage, egg, and cheese. Oh, gotcha. I'll have bacon, egg, and cheese on mine, please. Sausage, egg, and cheese. I like it. Someone says my dog Jimmy would have let out an angry bark and whacked his tail in front of my face. Dogs are so cute. Cats are cute too, aren't they? Sherpa says, Rubberneck, you got it. Look into ivermectin, apricot seeds, soursop, quercetin, and fenbendazole. Terry's here. Hi, Terry. Hello, Terry. Sherpa says, friend of Dashers and More. Good morning. How are you? Friends of Dashers and More. Our friend Colleen. Hey, girl. She says, morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Colleen, how are you feeling? I know last night you said you were feeling better, a little better. Hello, Terry. How's it going? Hello, hello, Terry and Colleen. Someone says, Rubberneck, I'm praying for Tom. Someone says, hello, Colleen. Colleen says, hello, morning, Chair Bear. Uncle Harris, bacon, egg. Yeah, I'll have that. On a croissant. Gitten says, Rubberneck, I'll pray for him too. Thank you, Gitten. Colleen says, I'm getting there. I'm getting better little by little. Good. Share says Rubberneck, and yes, I sure will. I sure will. Share says, I sure will. Friends of Dashers and More says, hello, Colleen. I'm sorry, hello, Sonal. Morning, Sonal. Good morning, Sonal. Billiard Bago says, prayers from Idaho. Thank you, Billiard Bago. Prayers from Idaho. Sonal says, I meant to say Tim, not Tom. Oh, that's okay, Sonal. Sorry about that. I didn't even think when I said it either. Yes. Shippers says, Rubberneck, all that cures cancer. Cures cancer. Uncle Harpo says, KWA San. I'm getting hungry, that's for sure, you guys. When Larry sings. Hi, Larry. How are you this morning? When Larry sings, everybody say hi to Larry. He says, hello, Daisy. Rubberneck says, yes, Cher Bear, my cousin is aware of some of that, but I'll tell her those things for sure. Thank you, Cher Bear. Yes. Pass along any of that stuff we can to anybody that was willing to try it. Absolutely. Cher Bear says, good morning to Larry. Sonal says, hello, Larry. Larry says, I'm doing good. Awesome. Uncle says, my non-French speaking, trying to pronounce croissant. Oh, croissant. 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 Oh, I gotcha. Croissant. I gotcha. That's a good one. Tiny says, maybe I keep waking up and falling asleep. Well, lay down and take a nice little nap, Tiny. Robert Nexus, thank you for all the prayer warriors out there. I really appreciate that. Thanks so, so much. Of course, anything we can do. I believe in the power of prayer. Tiny says hi to Larry. Larry says, hey, Kay. Shivers says, my tab crashed. How rude of Firefox. Now you got more ads. Thank you, Share Bear. That's okay. I'm over here too. Firefox. Good one, Share Bear. Billy Bear says, hairball. It's croissant. Croissant. Hello, Brandy. Brandy's here. Everybody say hi to Brandy. Brandy says, hello, Daisy. Hello, Brandy. How are you today? Peter Pan, if somebody's hungry, it's always a good thing to talk about good, tasty, delicious food. Yes, indeedy. Mary says, hey, Brandy. Sharebird says, good morning, Brandy. Sonal says, my phone has a mind of its own. It's telling me to go live, but I said, not now, maybe in the evening. Are you working, Sonal? So cute. Now you have to say, see as if it's a cue. Mary says, hey, Tiny. Tiny says, hi, Mary. Sonal says, yes. I know it. Isn't it cute, Sonal? It's a really cute card. It's really cute. Thank you, Lisa. It's really cute. Oh no, Sonal, the AI is taking over. Coffee is ready. I guess I should be somebody today. There you go, Billy. You're back. Go enjoy your coffee. Rubber neck is also not wise to go to the grocery store while you're hungry. That's also good. That's good advice too. Yeah, pin that up there. Someone says, but going to work later, have someone come in to check our cable. Oh, okay. So you're going to work later? Okay. Tiny says, I'd take all of you to Europe and then we go to Paris? I've never been to Paris. Nope, that's not true. I've been to Paris, but only in the airport. I've only been in the airport in Paris. Shipper says, I was watching something yesterday that Grok is all about Hitler. Shake my head, nothing good could come out of AI. Shipper says, Rubberneck, yes, go to the store hungry. Yeah, never go to the store hungry. Yeah, you're right. Never go to the store hungry. You spend way more money when you go hungry. Your best bet is to go have a meal and then go to the store. When you have a full belly, you think better. You think more clearly than when you're hungry. I also teach you French. Yes, you did, Tiny. Yeah. Someone says, Peter Pan, the haunted technology. The Haunted technology. What? Smurfy Sonal's here, 56 like. Thank you, Smurfy Sonal. Thank you, Smurfy Sonal. Pretty Flowers Rubberneck. Yes, Pretty Flowers Rubberneck. Positive Pokes. Where's the tea? Positive Pokes. I drank it. I drank it all. Oh, you had bingo? I'm doing bingo too. I've been working on bingo. Awesome. Maybe you can give me some tips. Yeah, I've been working on bingo for like a month. Awesome. This country says high grass. Done and back. Hi, West Country. You finished the lawn? Oh, awesome. Smurfy Sonal says you're welcome. Finally ran away from Papa Smurf. Tiny says West. Positive Pokes that actually won from Mary and Molly's good luck. Peter Pan says, oh no, the tea's gone. Yeah, the tea is gone. It's gone. Lisa says going to rename Sonal Sonal Sunshine. I like that too. I like that too. Sherbert says good morning, Positive Pokes. West Country says hi, Tiny K. Sonal says hello, Positive Pokes. Mary says Pokes went to bingo. Oh, we went to bingo? I want to have bingo on my channel for all of you guys to play. We're going to play bingo, all of us, whoever wants to play. Have some type of little prizes. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working. I love bingo. Tiny says hi, West. Shiver says West Country. Mudlar's holy crap, done with the lawn already? Well, he was taking a break before. He was working on the lawn and took a break. West Country's using emojis. Thank you, West Country. Positive Pokes says I think I'm going to do it again tonight. Awesome, Positive Pokes. I love it. West Country says hey there, Share Bear. I love bingo. I used to go to bingo all the time years ago. West Country says, hey there, Share Bear. Rubberneck says, I love bingo. Me too. West Country Mildarks. Yes, I had done a lot of it, Share Bear. I just finished the last bit. Yeah. Tiny K says, hi, friends. Positive Pokes says, this is a small church fair bingo. Oh, nice. That's nice. Robert, bingo was his name-o. I like that, Robert. How are you? Good morning, Robert. Positive Pokes, 50 cents a game? Oh, that's fantastic. What? Wow, that's awesome, Positive Pokes. I love it. Some lady fell through her chair. I felt bad. Oh, no. I'm sorry I laughed, but whoa. Rubberneck says people in the bingo halls take that stuff very seriously. Yeah, they do. It's just fun for me, too, right? Tiny says, maybe can we play Scrabble? No, today we're doing trivia. We're doing trivia today, guys, 2 o'clock. Positive Poke says, this is so chill bingo. My son plays too. Wow, nice. How nice. West Country says, hi, Rubberneck. Sono says, now I want some bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. Yummy. It's my favorite. Mary says, Daisy in chat, it's getting crazy here at work. You all have a beautiful day Thursday. Take care. See you soon. Ciao. Bye, Mary. Thank you so much, Mary, for being here. She's using emojis. Everyone say goodbye to Mary. Have a good day, Mary. Be safe at work. have weird bingo here. I've been to bingo here. It's weird. They have weird stuff bingo here. Rubberneck says, bye, Mary. See you later. Sono's using emojis. Thank you, Sono. Oh, I love them so much. Thank you, Mary. Tiny says, bye, Mary. Have a good day at work. Shiver says, Mary, have a blessed day. Robert, did you hear the news? FedEx and UPS are merging. The new company will be called FedEx. That's a good one, Robert. I like it. That's good. Make sure you guys vote in my poll. We have 32 votes. I can't wait to see what you guys think we're doing tomorrow. Lisa smiles a lot, says Robert, LOL. Kitten says Robert, LOL. Shiver says Robert, LOL. Tiny says LOL too. Yeah, we're doing trivia this afternoon. Trivia, guys. Peter Pan, I couldn't stop thinking about Waldo and his speed of production. At some point, it must have been exhausting for him. So maybe a hint for the next one. Look for the exhausted guy, right? That is so fun. I think that is such a fun thing. I really enjoy the Waldo, you guys. I hope you guys do too. Robert next is all funny, fed up, right? Glad you enjoyed the joke. Thank you, Robert. It was great. We love jokes here. We love jokes. We love to laugh, have a little giggle. Thank you for that. Appreciate that so much. Well, little by little, she's coming together, guys. Come together. There you go. New book, Who's Waldo? We all know who Waldo is, right? We play Waldo. Lisa says a picture of Daisy May in a diamond painting. I would love that. I would love that, Lisa. I don't know how I would do that. Tiny says, hi, Z. Hi, Zed. Zed. What's up, Zed? Zed, did you get some sleep last night? Rubber Neck says, LOL. Tonight, if we do play, I'll have to get book put so I can see better. Oh, yeah, we almost always play. At least one. Crossword puzzles and Where's Waldo for sure. Yep. That will be tonight. We have trivia at 2 o'clock. Christmas in July puzzle box number 10 at 1:30, followed by trivia. And then we have crossword puzzles at 8 o'clock, followed by Where's Waldo. I like it. Girl from the party told me she's coming to the clubhouse tomorrow night. Woohoo, I think she's interested. Uncle Hairball, I hope so. Awesome. That's awesome, Uncle Hairball. Tiny says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Robert. Rubberneck. Stinky Wiener's back. Hey, Stinky, how are you? Hey, ho. Stinky, I told my husband about you. I think you're so funny. Remember next to Zed, Zed, Zed. Hope you're doing well, Zed. Shiver says, hi, Stinky. Zed says, little bit away from keyboard making toasted English muffin with butter. Ooh, I want some of that. Yummy. No, May May, I renamed him Z. Someone says, hello, Zed. John Peace here. Hey, John. Good morning, Sis Daisy. Hey, John, how are you? John and his beautiful emojis. I love him. Hi, John. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Daisy, I'm back. Hi, Richard, welcome back. Welcome back, Richard. Welcome back, buddy. Sherber says, hi, Zed. Hi, John P. Stinky Wiener says, I'm fine, thanks. How are you today? I'm fine, Stinky. How about yourself? Good? That's good. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, please, guys. Please hit that like button. John says, hey, Share Bear. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, John P. John P says, hey, Zed, what's up? Stinky says, hi, everybody. Stinky Wiener, hello. Zed says, Rubberneck going through a rough time. We will see. John P says, hello, Sonal. Sonal says, hello, Stinky Wiener. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Share Bear. John P says, cool here and cloudy. Oh, send us some of that. I'll take some of that cool. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hey, Zed. Share Bear says, Mint Chocolate Chip Ball's hi. John says, hey, Sonal. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hi, Stinky. Sonal says, hi, Stinky Wiener. John says, doing good. Oh, yeah. Doing good. Oh, yeah. Doing good. Oh, yeah. Awesome, John. Good to see ya. Mint says, hi, Sonal. Sonal says, welcome back, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Zed says, hey, John P. again. Still watching Misty on TV. Uncle Hairball says, we did a song. I wasn't sure of the lyrics. She had a tablet and tripod. We set it up by the drum kit. Awesome, Uncle Hairball. See? You never know, guys. You never know who you might meet. Oh, my God, flooding in Boston. No. What? That's not good. John says, what's up, Uncle? Mint Chocolate Chip says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Foxy loves Bushka. Hi, Foxy. How are you? Everyone say hi to Foxy. Zed says, hey, Sonal, Chip and Share Bear. Sonal says, we had a flood watch here yesterday, too. Wow, Sonal, really? Terrible stuff going on, guys. Terrible. Stinky Wiener says, I'm great. Last day before vacation. 3 weeks off. What? Anybody doesn't know, Stinky Wiener's in Austria. Sausages in Vienna. Vienna, Stinky Wiener. Get it? Very creative, Stinky. I love it. 3 weeks. What are you going to do for 3 weeks? Any idea what you're going to do? Are you going anywhere? Are you visiting family? Min says, hi, Foxy. I sub to you. John says, hey, Stinky. Rubberneck says, hello, Stinky Wiener. John says, ups, mistake, sun coming up. That's all good. It's all good, John. Stinky Wiener says, hi, everybody. Uncle Hairball says, I went to get it from her. She said it would cost me. I said, cost me what? She said, a kiss and your number. What? Yay. Oh, I love that, Uncle. I'm so happy for you, Uncle. Yay. Yay, Uncle Hairball. I'm loving it. I'm McDonald's. I'm loving it, Uncle Hairball. I'm loving it. Foxy says, I'm good. Awesome. Good to see you, Foxy. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button, everybody. If you're lurking, please just double tap your screen. If you're working, please double tap your screen. And even if you're twerking, double tap your screen. But if you're out there lurking and working and twerking, hit the like button. Thank you, everybody. Lisa says, hi, hi, Stinky. Hi, Tiny. Hi, Rubberneck. Hi, John. Someone says, hello to Foxy. Sherbert says, good to see you, Foxy. It sure is, Foxy. How's it going? Kitten says, hi, Foxy. Foxy says, I need to go. Just going to say hi. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for stopping in, Foxy. Appreciate you. Everybody check out my friend Foxy Loves Bushka. Thank you for being here, Foxy, so much. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Rubberneck. Rubberneck says, I'm sorry to hear that, Zad. Best wishes for better times. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mint Chocolate Chip says, good morning to Gitten. Sonal says, we went back from work before it came. Oh, that's good, Sonal. That's good. Sherpa says, that name, Stinky Wiener. I know, right? It's so funny. Gitten says, hi, Mint. Stinky says, yes, we go to Italy for a week, also hiking and swimming out here in Austria. Stinky Wiener, that sounds beautiful. That sounds like a beautiful vacation. Rubberneck is happy for Uncle Hairball. I'm ecstatic for Uncle Hairball. So says Stinky Wiener, your nickname is Clean Wiener. LOL. Rubberneck says hello, mint balls. Mint chocolate chip says I don't lurk, I like to invade your space. I love you, mint chocolate. You're like my kid. Come on in, have a seat. Stinky says thanks, Sono. Lisa says hi, Foxy. Peter Harper. Hi, Peter Harper. How is Peter doing today, Peter? He says, hi, my friend. Sorry I'm late. I was just finishing work. You're not late. You're right on time, Peter. Thank you for stopping in. How's your day going? And Chocolate Chip says, hi, Peter Harper. John says, hey, Rubberneck, how are ya? Sono says, I lurk and work, but can't twerk because of cramps. I can't twerk because I'm too old. No twerking going on here. Mint says, Stinky, I'm your second sub. John says, hey, Mint. Tiny says, maybe I'm going to take a nap. All right, Tiny, have a good day, okay? Peter says, how is everyone? Peter Harper, Peter Pan says, Stinky Wiener. Enjoy the trip. Uncle Hairball says, Vienna sausages. My big bro calls them monkeys. Mint says, hey, Peter Pan. Kit says, hello, Peter Pan. Or Peter Harper. Rubberneck says, hello, Peter. Stinky Wiener says, thanks. How much vacation do you get in the U.S. in days or weeks? I get 365 days because I'm retired. Over here, it all depends on who you work for. Peter Pan says, yo, Mint. Kelly heard that, says, hello, Peter H. Peter Harper. Rubberneck says, Wiener, I get 2 weeks paid vacation and 3 sick days. Yeah, you get it through your job, so it all depends on who you work for. You don't automatically get anything because you're a United States citizen. They don't give you any vacation. Mint says 4 weeks here. Mint chocolate chip gets 4 weeks. Peter Pan says, in the whole year, Rubberneck? Stinky Wiener says, I got 6 weeks here in Austria. Yeah, I get 52 weeks. I get 52 weeks because I'm retired. Peter Harper says, hi, Kelly. Gittins says 5 weeks in Sweden. Peter Pan says, in the whole year, Rubberneck? In the whole year? Mint chocolate chip ball says, good morning, Kelly. Kelly Hurd. Kelly Hurd. Kelly heard that. Kelly heard it. Gittins says 5 weeks. You get 5 weeks. I hear voices. You hear voices? I hear voices. Stinky says, I'm 38 now, so I have some time left before retirement. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Kelly says, good morning, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, I couldn't afford to take vacations. It was just me. So not working is not getting paid. That ain't good, right? I hear ya. Someone says, good morning, Kelly. I think you heard that. Rubberneck says, Peter, it's for the year. Every year it renews. We work, the more the vacation I get. I can get up to 4 weeks from my employer eventually. Yeah, it all depends on who you work for and how long you've been there and what their vacation policy is and stuff like that. Stinky Wiener, oh, 38, yep. Gitten says, maybe I can get 52 weeks also next year. There you go, Gitten. 52 weeks. It's nice. Mint says, I've not had a vacation away from the UK in over 10 years. Oh, wow. Wowza. Rubberneck says, my employer used the acquired method of work first, then you gain the vacation time. Kelly heard that, says, good morning, Sonal. Rubberneck says, I work only Monday through Thursday. Today's her last day. Today's her last day for the long weekend. Peter Pan says that's kind of tough. In Germany, by law, it's the minimum of 5 weeks paid vacation plus 6 days always are paid. Yeah, the U.S. is a little bit screwed up with stuff like that. Stinky Wiener says, okay, I have to go now. Have a nice day. Thank you, Stinky Wiener. Thank you so much. Rubberneck says work hours are 7 to 4. 7 to 4. Good morning, Roll Call's Cabin. Hey, buddy. Mint chocolate chip ball says later, Stinky, give it a wash first. Stinky says never. Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff, YouTube headquarters. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Jeff. How are ya? Bye, Stinky Wiener. Have a good one. Mint's laughing. Roll Call's Cabin says, good morning, Kelly. Hope you're doing well on this glorious Thursday. Roll Call's Cabin, good morning to you. I played your playlist last night while I slept. So you got a good big chunk of time today. Mint says, hi, Jeff's YouTube headquarters. Rubberneck says they make us punch out for a half an hour lunch. We get 2 breaks, one at 9 for 15 minutes, and then lunch at 2 p.m. Another 15 minutes, then punch out and go home at 4. Right? It's just a robot, right? Gittin says, hey, Roll Call's Cabin, how's it going? Mint says, good morning, Robert. Hello, you. You's here. Working to make others rich is not a plan in life. You must work for yourself. Some people don't have that luxury, though, you. So, but I agree. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome, Cabin. I heard you and T-Bird Stacking are working on watch hours. So everybody, if you can watch Roll Call's Cabin, T-Bird Stacking, Ann's Place, and Magnetic North Adventures, those guys are all working on WH, all right? You're welcome. Mint says, hello, you. Roll Call's Cabin says, good morning to Mint. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, Carol said I worked for myself until I destroyed my back. Ugh. Sherber says, Roll Call's Cabin, good morning, got you playing. What should I make for dinner today, you guys? Oh, come on, we need a number. We need a 60 like. Come on, somebody hit that like button. Hit that like button, you guys. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Peter Pan said, I didn't know that. I thought it would be like almost the same. That's a new thing I learned. You deserve more vacation, guys. Yeah. The things with the U.S., there's some weird things over here. Mint says, subs you, Robert had you on my channel, my other channel, not this one. Oh, good, Mint. Kevin says, hello to Gittin. Mint Chocolate Chip says, how about some chicken Alfredo? Chicken Alfredo. I'll have some. John says, what's up, Hatter? What's up? Roll Call's Cabin says, thank you, Mint. Kelly heard that. Mint, that sounds good. I'm hungry. Uncle Hairball says dinner, I would do, I don't know, some kind of food. But what should I make for dinner? Cabin says, good morning, Shiver, and thank you so kindly. And Chocolate Chip Ball says, I'm going to be lazy and not cook today. I get paid later, so local curry house for me. There you go, Mint. Peter says, how's everyone today? Peter Harper, how are you, buddy? It says it's perfectly toasted English muffin with melted butter and a glass of Nestle Quick chocolate milk. Oh my goodness, I want that. I want that. Yummy. Mint says, fantastic. Sherbert says, Kevin, no problem. No problem. We all found Zed's place for brunch. Yes. I'll have some of that. Presley. Hey, Presley007. How you doing, buddy? Buddy, say hi to Presley. He says, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Presley. Go. So nice of you to stop by. Thank you, thank you. Please hit the like button, everybody. Peter says, hi, Share Bear. Uncle, some muffin needs bacon, egg, and cheese. I'll have that, too. I'll have that too. Kelly says, so far I've had tea, but nothing to eat. Me too. I've had tea and nothing, but I'll make something after the stream. Yep. Mint says, hi, Presley. Presley says, hey, Mint. Chairbear says, Peter Harper. Presley, hi. We need a couple more likes, guys. We got to get into the 60s. Presley says, hey, Sharebear. Sharebear says, hi, Presley. Hi, Peter Harper. Peter says, hi, Presley. Presley says, hi, Mint. Mint says, I have 2 coffees and 3 smokes. No food yet. I'm not hungry at this moment. Bro calls Cabin says, hi, Presley. Presley says, hey, Peter. Hey, everybody. Good to see everybody. Hey, happy Thursday, you guys. Please hit that like button if you guys would. Presley says, hey, Cabin, how's it going? Don't forget to vote in our poll, too, guys. Presley, what's new with you, my friend? What's new with you? Cabin says, hi, Peter. Presley says, hey, Cabin. Hey, everybody. Zed said, hi. Hi, Zed. Presley's just trying to stay cool. Is it hot where you are, Presley? Justin Hill's here. Hi, Justin. Hi, Justin. Welcome, buddy. Min says, hi, Justin. Presley's just trying to stay cool. Peter Pan says, can I come over for some breakfast? If needed, I'll do the grocery shopping for you after breakfast. Peter Pan, that's awesome. Uncle Haribo says, I don't eat it if I'm not hungry. I'm fat enough already. Mint says, hi, Justin. Presley's 114. Whoa, Presley, that's super duper hot. That's really hot. Wow. Yeah, roll calls Kevin, right? That is super hot. Mint says, is your channel up and running again yet? Zed's Place. Yeah, Zed, did you get your channel back? Lisa smiles lots, said, hi. Hi, Lisa. John P says, hey, Presley. Presley says, yes, it is. That's super hot. John says, hi, Lisa. And hey, roll calls Kevin. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, good morning to Lisa. Presley says, hey, John, how's it going? Stats is here. Hey, Stats. She says, good morning, Miss Daisy Main. All you chatters, howdy do. Good morning, Stats. How are you, young lady? West Country Mudlark is hanging out using those emojis. Thank you, West Country. Zed says, nope, Zed is still on strike. Gee, sorry. Kelly heard that. It's been pretty mild here so far. I'm not ready for 100. No. 100 is too hot. Min says, good morning, Stats. West Country says, hey, Zed. Uncle Harold says, you all hear the news? The guy that invented the wind chill factor has passed away. He was 92, but it felt like 85. That's a good one, too. Min says, okay, Zed. Min says, hi, West Country. West Country says, hi, Stats. Stats says, good morning, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. John P. says, Stats says, good morning. Big hugs to you. Roll calls Cabin says, good morning, Stats. Stats says, good morning, Mudlarks. Mint Chocolate Chip says, LOL, Uncle Hairball. Stats says, how do you do? Roll calls Cabin. Kelly heard that, said, my boy's actually me. Wait. The windshield guy when they were younger. My boys actually called you that? My boys actually called me the windshield guy when they were younger? Said, so this is my big channel. This is my big channel, said. Stat says, John P., my brother. Sending you some love. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hi, everyone. Said hi. Zed said hi. Zed said, hey, Mudlarks. West Country says, hi, Lisa. Kelly said, met the wind. Oh, you met the windshield guy? Peter says, it's so nice to see everyone here, isn't it? It sure is. Peter Harper. Barbara next says, hey, does that hugs? Uncle Harper says, met the windshield guy? Gotcha. Yes. Okay, yes. I never knew there was a windshield guy. I never knew that. Stardashians. Hey, Stardashians. How are you guys? Lisa smiles a lot, says hi, West Country. Stat says hi, Peter. Hi, Zed. Hi, Kelly. The Stardashian says hi, Daisy. Hello, Eric and Lee. How are you guys? West Country says hi, Peter Harper. Hi, Kelly. Heard that. John P says, hey, Kelly. Shearbird says hi, Stats. Roll calls Cabin says hi, Lisa. West Country says hey, John P. Lisa says hi, Stardashians. Roll calls Cabin says, hey, John, how you doing? Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, I'm going to go shops. I will hopefully be back soon, guys. Thank you, Mint. Enjoy. Shiver says, the Stardashians, good morning. West Country says, yo, Roll calls Cabin. Stardashian says, how is everyone doing today? We're doing good. We're doing pretty good. How about you guys? Stardashian says, hi, Lisa. Roll calls Cabin says, hey, West Country. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hi, Roll calls Cabin. Rubberneck says, good morning, Stardashians. John P says, West, hello. Stardashian says, hello, Sharebear. John P says, hey, Star. Peter Harper says, hi to Lisa. Stats says, good morning, Air Wreck. Air Wreck. Stardashian is my good friend and Sunflower. Awesome. Stardashian said, good morning, Rubberneck. Stardashian says, hello, John. Zed said, Lisa and Stats, hi. Lisa says, hi, Peter. Presley says, hey, Eric. Roll calls Cabin says, hey, Stardashians. John is LOL. Sir Dashian says, good morning, Stats. Uncle Hairball says, have to get on my side for a bit. We'll be slow typing with one hand. No worries, Uncle, no worries. Lisa says, hi, Zed. Sir Dashian says, nice day today. Good, good, good. Stats says, laughing out loud. Rubberneck says, hello, Lisa smiles a lot. Isn't that so cute? I'm still typing with two hands, Kevin, right? Uncle says, my back is seriously lit. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Uncle. Lisa says, Rubberneck, howdy. Stats is adorable. Thank you, Stats. Zed, supposed to get some big thunderstorms here today. Ooh. Be careful. Be careful, be careful. Rubberneck says, good morning to Stats. Kevin says, I'm slow. Lisa says, howdy, Rubberneck. Stats is adorable. Kelly says, Charles Paso was the wind chill inventor that my boys met. Sorry, guys, I got the hiccups. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see if I can show you guys something. Hold on. Whoops, hold on, guys. All right. Gonna work on this for a little while, and then we're gonna go. Uncle Hairball says, they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I should be able to bench press a Freightliner, right? Stat says, hello, Rubberneck. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, you guys. Thank you, guys. We're going to do this diamond painting right here. Working down here, all right? So, this is number 23. So you see the numbers here? 23, and then, you want to get down, Daisy? All right. Stats, oh, I got you. John P says, nice, thank you. West Country says, Stats, hi. Kelly says, how long does it take to do the cards? It depends on how long you work on them. Like, I don't have all day to just sit and work on them. So, for me, it takes a few days. That's looking great, Daisy. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming along nice. I'm working down here, so we're going to do 23 right now. 23. See them? And then, see how it says number 23? All right, so I'll show you. Okay, so this is number 23. You don't see diamonds? Let me show you. They're like diamond shaped, kinda. All right. Oh, West Country says, looking good. Thank you, West Country. Stas says, did you all know Eric is up in North Carolina on an adventure? Him and Lady Star are getting a new apartment. They're moving out of Florida in a month or two. Yes, they're in North Carolina on an adventure. Yes, they are. Everybody stop out and see the Stardashians. Say hello. Uncle Hairball says that would be cool. I think keep me busy and make my brain shut up. Any type of, yeah, anything like that is good for your hand-eye coordination, your brain. Absolutely, yes, Uncle. I don't see the diamonds. Hello, wonderful stats of sonos. It looks like dots. Well, they're hard to tell on this one, but they're I don't think I have any shiny ones. Call them whatever you want to call them. Stats of sono. Hi, my friend. Rubberneck and sparkling diamond shapes, different colors. They have one side that's flat. Yes, one side is flat. Looks like buttons. Buttonar has not a good name, though. Good marketing. Right, good marketing, yeah. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Stats. Lee, what are you doing? I thought you left, my friend. Stats on the same page, right? Magnetic North says, hi, Stats. Share versus Rubberneck. Put your request in diamonds. There you go. Zed said, hi. Hi, Zed. Uncle says, Daisy, what do you call those things? Diamonds. Diamond painting. Lee says, hi, Rubberneck. Hi, Zed. Hi, Kelly. Kevin says, hi, Lee. Stats says, visit Eric Star here. There you go. There's a link for the Stardashians. Thank you, Stats. Stats says, what's up, Magnetic North? He says, I had food and a nap, and now I'm back. Welcome back. He also says, hi, John P. Stats says, I was watching that Knuckle dude yesterday. Knuckle's great. Howdy, Lee Magnetic North. And I use this. Sometimes I gotta double check the number. See, 22 is here and 23 is there. Yeah, Knuckles great, isn't he, Zed? So says Zed, we want some of your famous sausages. Rubberneck says, thanks, Shiver is great. She is. Rubberneck says, me too, Zed. Stan says, love the Bills tablecloth. We got it when we went back to Buffalo. I can tell you. I'd have to ask my husband. He'll remember. I got it the same place that I got the Christmas in July jigsaw puzzle. And Stats, look at a leash for Daisy with a little thing of poopy bags on there. We got Daisy a leash. She got a harness and she got a collar. Yep. I'll let you know as soon as I ask my husband where we got it. I can't remember. So isn't she Rubberneck? That's the easy way to do them. Way easier, yes. Well, crud, use that humongous magnifier for Waldo. Do the kids come with the tools? Yes, it all comes together. It all comes together, yep. John says, hey, Magnetic. Sharebird says, hey, Rubberneck. Magnetic says, hi to all in chat. Stat says, you didn't bring me one? No. Someone's using emojis. Oh my God, you guys. Sharebird too. Thank you. Adorable. Thank you. Cute. Thank you. Diamond are poopy bags. There you go. I'll have to look into it. There you go. Peter says, very hot today. Oh, sorry, Peter. Sonal, thank you for using the emojis. Lee says, I just realized I'm 31 away from 2,500 subs in my giveaway. Everybody check out Magnetic North Adventures. Awesome, Lee. That's awesome. Peter says, very hot. Justin's using emojis. Thank you, Justin. Rubberneck says, hello, Magnetic. Magnetic says, hi, Peter. Bev, hey, Bev. Bev's here, everybody. Hi, Bev. How you doing? Hello, Daisy. She says, hello, Bev. Lisa smiles a lot using emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Magnetic says, hi, Bev. Rubberneck's using emojis, too. Thank you, Rubberneck. Someone says, wow, diamond painting isn't that hard. It's super easy, you guys. Super easy. Bev says, hey, Magnetic says, it's good job, Magnetic North. Someone's using emojis. And you use this. This is like some wax, and you put this in here. And then you go like this. And you see it? It's right there. And then that goes right here. Right there. Someone's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Beth says, it's a bit hot today. Lisa says, yes, I didn't realize it was that close. August 8th, my 3-year channel anniversary birthday. Awesome, Lee. That's great. Pin that up. Hero says, color by numbers without the pencils. Pretty much, yes. Yeah. You can get diamond art pretty cheap. I send as gifts off Amazon, shipping and all. I got 2 stitched for under 10 and sent to handicapable lady. They're small, large, yes. Yep. The dog smiles remind me of little Daisy, right? 90 with 95% humidity and the dew point 72. Ugh, Rocall's cabin, yuck. It's pretty easy. Yeah, it's really easy, guys. It's easy. It's super easy. But you see this? I got to get 22 back out again. Hello, Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake's in 100. Thank you, Coffee Cake. 100 jewels. Thank you, young lady. Thank you for that. Bev says, hey, Rocall's cabin. Ed says, zipper in my mouth. Sonal says, hello, cabin. Magnetic says, hi, Rocall's cabin. There's a floating heart. Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake sent 100 and a floating heart. Thank you so much. Cabin says, hi, Bev. Stat says, hi, Bev. Magnetic North says, hi, Coffee Cake. Bev says, hey, Rocall's cabin. Coffee Cake says, hello. Coffee Cake loving bitch. Oh, I love that girl. We're gonna do some more singing, girlfriend. Stats and gift membership. Cooking with the Mochi Mafia. Civi got it. Awesome. Thank you, Stats. It's roulette. I love it. Thank you so much. John says, hey, Stats, we love you, girl. Coffee Cake says, Magnetic Stats. Bev, hi. Rubberneck says, hi, Stats. Oh, thank you for the love, you guys. This is so sweet. This is so sweet. We need 22 back. Now, here's 22. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's 22. So, see, we need 22 for right here. 22. See them? Kevin says, Lee, how you doing, brother? John says, Coffee Cake, how's it going? Gitten says, so beautiful diamond painting. Thank you, Gitten. John says, just had coffee with milk froth. Nice, John. Kevin says, hi, Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake says, roll calls. Robert and John, hi. Magnetic North says, I'm okay, roll calls. Just rested, UK. Is in a heat wave with a little wind. Stat says, I like roulette. It's fun to gift. And it's a month of Daisy the best. Gift of roulette. I think I could play it here on YouTube. I love it, Stats. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bev says, hey, Stats. Coffee Cake says, hi, Gitten. Zed says, must. You have to go by numbers to go freelance. You could do, yeah. You could do whatever you want to if you want to, sure. Lee says, hello, Gitten. Gitten says, hi, Coffee Cake. Bevan says, hi, Gitten. All right, so we're going to do these couple right here. And there you go. We just did that leg. See? It's really easy, guys. Really super easy. Lisa says, I have some diamond paintings, but not sure how to start. Oh, Lisa, I'll help you. We could do it together. Bev says, up to Coffee Cake. Zed says, spray paint would be faster. Gitten says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Gitten. Magnetic North says, I missed you earlier. Getting on my live. Hope you're well. Coffee Cake says, Bev, thanks. I'll return. There you go. So we just did this right here, the white and the pink and the blue. So we're getting there. All right, we are going to take off, guys. We're going to get going, get a few things done before we play trivia this afternoon. We'll be back for trivia. Bev says, thanks, Coffee. Rubbernecks says, I often wonder what to do with all the extra diamonds. When I'm done, there's always, yep. There you go. I'm working on something too. I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll show it to you tomorrow if I remember. I'm working on something as well. Gitten says, yes, I'm okay. Magnetic North was at work. Peter Pan says, see you later. Take care, guys. Ed says, I was going to say laters. Yep. John says, have a great day, sister. Hope to see you soon. Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Lee says, okay, Gitten, just glad you're well. Lisa says, have a great morning. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be back later on with trivia. Thursday's trivia. Stop and see us, all right? Thank you, Uncle Hairball. Thank you, everybody. Later, everybody. Bye. Have a good day. All right? We'll see y'all soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for all the donations, all the love, all the jewels, all the emojis, all the comments. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Bye, everybody.